Here's a video on how you can get out of a rut. So a lot of y'all be cruising through life. Y'all you want 100, you want 10, you want gold. You just cruising through life, and all of a sudden it hits. You lose momentum. Things just stop going the way that they were going. Your girl, your stink leave you. Man, maybe your friends ain't invite you out. Shit just ain't going as planned as it was going when things were good. And it's during these times in this rut when maybe your grades start failing, your mom start getting mad at you, your job is just not fucking with you. You're in a rut. You're down bad. And you know why you're down bad? It's because you stopped doing the thing that got you to where you are. Okay. So this is a really simple concept that a lot of y'all should be able to grasp because you watched my channel after all. You're a smart person. Okay, so in order to get your sauce back and in order to get out of your rut, you need to remember what you were doing when you got your sauce. What were you doing that helped you get your sauce? What were you doing that helped you get into that mode? And just start doing that again. So I'll give you an example. So when I came back to football about a month ago and started practicing again, I was practicing really good, and by my standards, I was practicing really good. I was really focused. I was really just engaged. I was locked in. I was making plays. I was just playing way better than I had played last season, and I was doing better in drills. I was doing better in everything. And that was because I'd been focused before this. I'd been locked in. I was eating like 1 meal a day, maybe 2 meals a day. I was sleeping a lot. I was really just on my purpose. All my time and my efforts were dedicated to football and my purpose and my business. I was constantly tweeting. I was making these videos. I was doing everything right. Okay. I was stretching. I was meditating. I was just focused. Simple as. But of course, school started back up, and I fell into some not bad habits, but I got off the path that I had taken to get me to where I was, to where I was really in the zone. So I started eating more. I started eating not as healthy. I started spending more time with friends. I wasn't getting as much sleep, and I wasn't doing the things that got me to where I was. Now I'm at a point where I didn't have a great week of practice by my standards this last week. I just didn't feel like myself recently, and I was thinking like, why am I feeling like this? It's like, what the fuck has changed? And then I look around, I'm like, damn, everything has changed. I'm not sleeping as much. I'm not eating as good as I was. I'm not training the same way that I was. I'm not thinking the same way that I was. I'm not doing the same things that I was doing that got me to where I was having my best results. So now I did a deep reflection, a deep dive, and I just asked myself, what was I doing when I came back and I was really locked in and really focused? Okay, so I was sleeping more. I was eating healthier. I was eating less frequently. I was just more focused. I was really in my zone, in my own world, and doing what I needed to do to get done. I was focused on my purpose. I was making these videos consistently, editing them. I was constantly tweeting on X. I was doing all these different things. And then, just with life and with school, you have different seasons of life. You let things go, you let things slip, and then you're surprised when you're no longer getting the results that you were getting when you were doing all the right things. So all it comes down to is asking yourself, what were you doing? What was I doing when I had the sauce, when I had the juice, when I was in that zone? And you just gotta start doing that again. No matter what, you gotta start doing that again. Because that's where a lot of people slip. That's where especially a lot of athletes, a lot of movie stars slip. They work so hard. They put in all these hours. They're disciplined. You see this with a lot of athletes. They're disciplined. All of a sudden, they get picked number one. All these athletes, they work super hard to get picked in the draft. But then they get the money, they get the status, they get the woman, and they start slipping. They stop going to practice as much. They stop eating good. They stop sleeping as much. They just start going out, partying, clubbing. And then all of a sudden their play starts to go down, their performance goes downhill. And it's like, well, obviously, bruh, you're not doing the shit that got you there. And this is just human nature, y'all. We get complacent once we start seeing the results that we've been working so hard for. And with complacency comes laziness, and with laziness means you stop doing the things that got you there. This is why it's so important. Keep your foot on the gas. Keep your foot on these niggas' necks, bro. I'm telling you. Because as soon as you start getting results, as soon as you start seeing results, this is when you really gotta lock in. This is when, okay, now I'm getting results. Now, like, girls is coming up to me. Now, like, people is congratulating me. My coach has this saying. He says, I don't want to pat you on the ass because you're going to shit in my hand. And it's true, though. You know, people get a little bit of success, and now all of a sudden they feel entitled. They feel like, oh, I got the success. Now I don't have to work as hard. No, you need to work even harder. You want to keep the success, you got to keep doing what you was doing to get to the success. Simple is, y'all. So if you want to rut, if you lost your sauce, do a deep reflection and be like, okay, what was I doing when I had the sauce? What was I doing when I wasn't in this rut? And go back to doing that. Get back in that mode, y'all. Get back on the horse. You can't let shit slip, y'all. You gotta stay tight as a noose out here. That's the issue that a lot of people have when they get into relationships, actually, is like, you know, you were doing all these things. You were taking your girl out on dates. You were like always flirting with her, always doing all these nice things. Then all of a sudden you get in a relationship, you get lazy, you stop going to the gym, you start staying in and watching Netflix and eating out with her. You stop going on dates. All y'all do is just sit in the crib. It's like, bruh, obviously she gonna want to leave your ass. Obviously she not gonna fuck with you. You gotta keep the pressure on. Because here's the thing, once you start experiencing success, this is when it's the most important time to keep doing what you were doing. You gotta keep doing it. You gotta stay in that mode. You gotta stay on that wheel. You gotta stay in it. Simple is, y'all. So remember who you were, remember what you were doing, and go back to doing that. With that being said, if you need help with your diet, if you need help with your fitness, I got free guides, links down below. Follow me on X, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram at It's Suleiman. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. With that being said, stay based and stay blessed. It's Suleiman. I'm out.